Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukah Kadesh, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Brimstone and rule well, and to the Akim and Falcons of the earth, preaching this gospel for my Shai Yahweh Shai in these last days and times. And the bitterness of this gospel is about to be introduced to our people in these last days, right? So, a lot of our people that have been going along with the agenda of the serpent, they're going to regret it, okay? And the Lord is going to have them judged harshly, all right? I'm just speaking lightly. Yeah, so it's going to be a sad episode for them because they refused to hearken unto the words of the Lord. They willingly went along with the doctrine of the serpent, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for a lot of brothers out there, man, to see their families, fall by the wayside for refusing to hear the words of the Lord. And you just have to get used to it, man. The Lord has already said that there's going to be a division between the prophets and their families, all right? So don't let that, catch you off guard. You don't have time to be judging matters based on your feelings, all right? So despite all the scientific evidence out there that are putting online, telling people how they can use all these herbs to slow down the replication of all these mRNA, whatever, hey, it doesn't really change the person's heart, man, that took the jab in the first place. So always remember that, man. You could give them the so-called antidote to stop the so-called mRNA replication, to try to relieve the pain and the sickness. But if their mind is not right with the Lord, there's nothing can be done. All right. So I'm going to read from the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 69. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." Okay. So they're going to be rejected. They're going to be rejected by the Lord, and they're also going to be rejected by the so-called elites. All right. They're not going to be, how you say it, valuable when it comes to issues of national emergencies. All right, the elites have their bunkers. What bunkers do they have to take care of the people that took the jab? They should name it. They should put it on CNN and see how many people are going to be delivered. That they have shelter from all this chaos that's coming upon the face of the earth. So verse 70 says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." All right, so this is specific. All right, it's going to be the persecution of the Israelites. All right, and those that took the jab and those that didn't take the jab, they'll have to go through that fire. Some will make it through, some will not make it through. That's exactly how the Lord has set it up. All right, so I'm going to get the book of Proverbs chapter 7, all right, to further encourage brothers that this is not something to overlook in the world, and people are going to feel offended. And just got to keep moving on, man, because people like to hear fair speeches, people like to hear comforting words, but you have to choose the right one, all right? Every time it's not a time for comfort, all right? The truth provides comfort, but it's not going to be every time. It makes you face reality, all right? So the book of Proverbs chapter 7 verse 21 says, "With much," let me start from, yep. So this is how a lot of our people get enticed to go along with the way of the serpent. So he says, for the good man is not at home, that's the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. He is gone a long journey. He had taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. With much fair speech she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips she forced him. Alright? So a lot of our people are going to yield themselves over to the agenda of this new world order. They're going to fall hook, line, and sinker. Alright? And they're going to willingly accept the doctrine of this serpent, man, this Edomite elite. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. And that's a precept right there for the delta and the lambda. Yep. So that's how the elites plan things out, man, to try to deceive our people and force them to go along into the trap house. All right. So verse 23 says, till a dart struck through his liver, as a bird hasted to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. And that's what these jabs are all about, man. To take away the lives of our people. And it's rightly so, according to the Lord. And, to separate the 1/3 from the 2/3, all right? And it's just the trial of our faith, man. Those that have faith in the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai will stand boldly, okay, and never accept, the flattering speeches and all the threats, all right? And verse 24 says, hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways, go not astray in her paths. All right? And then it says, for she hath cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. So always remember, man, a lot of our people, man, that are so-called centurions and in the military, they're going to take that jab and they're going to suffer the consequences, man. They're going to suffer the wrath of the Lord. All right? So always remember that, man. You never fall for the guiles of your enemy. All right? The wiles of the enemy. Okay? So another precept I would like to bring out would be from Matthew chapter 10. This is what the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai mentioned to his disciples. All right? When you are part of this ministry, it says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. All right? In other words, you have to understand the mindset of your enemies. All right? And always make sure that you don't put yourself in a situation to cause yourself harm. All right? To become a nuisance to yourself and to those that depend on you. All right? So always remember that, man. Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. All right? In other words, stand in your lot as the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai has proclaimed. All right? Keep your garments on. All right? Which is the words of the Lord. Okay? And then another precept I'd like to bring out will be from the book of Psalms chapter 34, verse 19. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. All right? So always remember that your faith is very, very precious. It's more precious than fine gold. All right? And you have to understand what that value is about. All right? It's not the value you put, you put to it. It's what the Lord has said it is, and you have to maintain that standard. All right. So Psalm 34:19, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. So you're going to get afflicted. All right. There is no doubt about that. You're going to get all types of persecutions to go along with the jab doctrine. All right. And as you stay the course, as you stand steadfast in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Shah, Bashim Kwakadash, the Lord will always provide a way for you. All right. A way of deliverance through his son, Hamashiach Yahushai. All right. So to keep this short and brief, I'll get one final precept. It's going to be from the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. It says, therefore had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful. The Most Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way of escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So the Most High is going to give you that spiritual mindset to overcome the persuasive tactics of the serpent, man. All right, you're going to know how to maneuver spiritually. And that's what it comes down to. It's not a fight based on how strong you are physically or the number of weapons you know how to use. It's a spiritual battle. All right, and the Lord has already warned us that our warfare is not carnal. Our fight is not a carnal one. All right, it's a spiritual one. All right, it's a doctrine of truth against the doctrine of lies. All right, so that's the point that I can always remember that, man. You don't want to fall into the traps of the serpent. All right, just like Eve and Adam got deceived by accepting the mindset of the serpent, by accepting his inputs. Don't make no sense. So that's why we have to get it right and avoid the harsh judgment of the Lord that's coming upon the face of the earth. So with that, just say Kal Hayam Lala, Yahweh Bashima Shah, Bashima Krakadash, and the Hakim got to stand firm unto the end, man, because it's not going to be easy, but it's still going to be bearable in the spirit of the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai. Shalom.